just trying to understand. Or is it my love?
From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida, we've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming your way next.
Your Miami Marlins.
So just about set. And today's starter, Sandy Alcantara. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
All right, ready to get underway. And now the DH, Kyle Schwarber.
0-1.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
The next pitch misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Here comes a pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Pitch in the dirt. 3-2 now. There's a swing and a drive. That one back. See you later. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. It's 1-0. He kept swinging and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
Trey Turner in the box now. No balls and a strike. Alcantara goes 6 feet 5 inches, 200 pounds, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
The 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Bryce Harper, the next to hit, takes outside.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That one hammered left field. That's back. Going, gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 2-0.
Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
1 out, base is empty. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. First pitch misses.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Off the mark there, and a count 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Alec.
Runner on at
Bohm.
first with 1 gone. And here comes Alec Bohm. And downstairs. Inside, just missed. First inning and already up to 23 pitches. That clips the corner.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
That misses the zone. Ball 3. And that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Max Kepler at the plate. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Two on, 1 out. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1. Out. Throw to first, but he beat it. It'll bring up JT Realmuto.
The catcher, JT.
This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
Well, we talk about throwing the hands, but not the bat, man. You want to hold on to that thing, and you can see his teammates over there. If he doesn't come through with the knock, he's going to get some business when he goes back to the dugout.
Two outs. Slides, but he can't come up with it. In comes the run from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 3.
Well done. Drives in the run. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
This is Bryson Stott.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it. When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
2 outs, a couple of base runners at first and second.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Missed with a changeup. 2-2. Into center and a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Save! In comes the run from second. And it's 4-0.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Outside.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. And that one is off the wall. One run is in. Another comes in to score, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way. But well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Sandy Alcantara won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the
Declan
Marlins.
Cronin gets handed the rock out of the pen.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He's already homered here in this one. That's a little bit low.
1-0.
Marsh on at second with 2 down.
That's a ball.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond.
1 strike.
Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Trey Turner on deck for the Phillies. Runner at second, 2 down. And that one wrapped foul.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Stays alive. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 6-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show.
Always we know. Just some things we show.
Back here at Lone Depot Park. And towing the slab in this one, Zach Wheeler.
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to. Misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
And at the plate for Miami, Xavier Edwards.
That's shortstop, Xavier.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
And now for the Marlins, Connor Norby. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Foul ball there. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that's too high.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Next pitch way upstairs. That one missed. Nobody out. Runner at first. Struck him out swinging. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
So up next, Jesus Sanchez. Ball one, no strikes. Now this is in the air down the line. Castellanos snags it, 2 away.
Batting fourth, the second
Time now
baseman,
for the Marlins lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Siggy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. And that's a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
That's down and in. Swing, and he breaks his bat. And foul ball. Ripped to the right center, and that should be extra bases. Coming home. He will score.
Picks himself up an RBI. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on playing with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And up next for Miami, Matt Mervis. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs and one in scoring position. Way out front for strike 2.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Man at second. Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Miami, second inning, set to go. Trey Turner at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. To the right side. Steps on first for the out.
The first baseman, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Here comes Bryce Harper. He's already homered in this game.
Come on, Miami.
Close, but called the ball. 1-0.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
One down, base is empty. Next offering misses down and away. Just missed. (3-1) and he couldn't come up with it.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
So a man at first. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And foul ball. Man at first, 1 away. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Boom. In the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. Harper leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That misses the zone. 1-2 the count.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
And that's
2 balls,
down and away.
2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on
Now
with
batting,
2 outs.
the left fielder,
A couple of hits in a row for him here.
Kepler.
Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Now batting Max Kepler. And that's a little bit high. Two aboard, 2 outs. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Clips the corner, and it's 2-1. Movement in the bullpen. Seth Martinez getting loose out there. And a foul ball. First and second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. On the ground, right side, right. Fires over to first. Out number 3. Phillies leave a couple. They lead it though 6-1. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for the
Now the
Marlins,
left fielder,
the left
Griffin
fielder,
Conine.
Griffin Conine.
Wheeler back to work. Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
This is one of those
Count 1-0.
times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
And another ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Inside.
Inside, ball 3.
Now 3-1. Late on that fastball.
Ellie just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And here's a 3-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Davison De Los Santos will hit next. In the air, left field. Kepler has a beat on it, and there's 1 down.
Batting 8, the center fielder, Kyle Stowers.
And now the center fielder, Kyle Stowers.
Hustle, gotta get it, can't forget it. Yeah, that's all I know.
Just
ball.
missed.
1-0.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Towards first, steps on the bag for 1. Tag out at second. It's a double play. And just like that, the inning is over. And we're back.
Leading off
New
for
inning getting
Philadelphia,
started.
the catcher,
And now it is
JT
JT
Realmuto.
Realmuto.
You're nothing, Phillies.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Cronin, a guy that features an absolute power slider. Throws that pitch a lot. He throws it hard and gets a ton of swings and misses. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating, that's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Just missed.
Outside.
And I think being able to expand with that pitch as you start to offer at it that he can move it just a little bit further away. Before you know it, you're trying to hit a pitch that's off the plate.
The 1-1 is fouled off. In the air, right field, Sanchez. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Up next for Philadelphia, the center
2 outs,
fielder,
base is empty.
Brandon
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh doubled his first time. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0. 2 outs, base is empty. Hard hit, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They still lead it, though, 6-1. Back here at Lone Depot Park, set for the bottom of the third. Here's the catcher, Nick Fortes.
Fortes.
And first offering is fouled off. Tap foul at the plate. Caught him looking for the K. Back to the top of the Miami order. And the batter will be the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. He led off the bottom of the first with a single and then came in to score. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. 1 out, base is empty. That's hard hit on the line. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
2 down, base is empty. Now at the plate, Connor Norby. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Foul ball. Fastball for a strike. Not close with that one. Now 1-2. Swings and misses. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They trail it 6-1. Back here in Miami, and Kyle Schwarber will come up.
Kyle Schwarber.
Schwarber measures 6 feet even, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And that's downstairs and outside. Next pitch is downstairs.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Now a screamer into the outfield. And it's caught for the out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a ground ball. Fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
The first baseman, number 3, Bryce.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Harper now. That misses, and that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Stowers hauls it in to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. That one fouled off.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
In there at the knees. And the count is 0-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Second baseman, Jonah Bride.
I really hope you listen to the essence of this message. Glad you dressed it so expressive and you're moving in percentage.
Here's the second baseman, Jonah Bride. Doubled in his first AB. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Right through there for a strike.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 2 down, base is empty. Matt Mervis, the next up for the Marlins. He's 0 for 1. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
Next offering is downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ball 3.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Count is 3-2.
That one blasted deep to right. Castellanos ranges back. That one is gone. He nails one out to right, and they close the gap. It's 6-2.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run. Look, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
And now Griffin Conine outside, and that's ball one. And that's a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one just misses. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Everything came together for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he made it out front for the line drive knock.
So runner at second, 2 down. Davison De Los Santos, the next to hit. Popped up. Turner squeezes it, and that'll do it. Marlins get one back thanks to this solo homer. Now a 6-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. We go to the top of the fifth. Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. Cronin back to work. And that's fouled off.
You know, these Phils putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Into center. Stowers flashes the leather on the run and catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Boom. Stands in here. Takes ball one low.
Ball, that's low.
Next pitch inside, and it's 3-0. There's a strike at the knees. Pulls that one foul. Draws the walk there.
First base.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Max Kepler, 0 for 2 in this one. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Boom. The base runner at first with one out. Runner takes off on the ground to third. Zips it to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
That one pushed foul. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 6 and the Marlins 2. Back here in Lone Depot Park, John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Kyle Stowers.
Can't forget it, yeah, that's all I know. I don't really care if you like what we do. I'ma do me, that's all I know. We passing, I hope I can't stand my emotions. I'm trying to stay golden, I'm playing in Oakland. I keep on my clothes, I can't.
That's in there. Strike 1.
You know, these Marlins, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Outside low, and the count 1-2. And there's a ball.
2-2 the count.
Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Nope, he held back. Hit in the air, left field. Kepler makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Fortes stands in now and watches strike 1. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-1. The Phils leading by 4, last half of inning number 5. And now 2-2.
2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Wheeler gets the strikeout.
The batter,
Xavier
number 9.
Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 2. Fastball is outside.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is even 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're through 5. It's the Phillies 6 and the Marlins 2. New arm out of the bullpen, Andrew Nardi.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit.
Now
Classic
pitching
bullpen
for the
move
Marlins.
right here, so we'll see how it
Number
works out.
43,
Bryson Stott digs in now.
Nardi.
First
No, that's
pitch
down.
just misses. Miami's bullpen with some action. Ronnie Enriquez up and loosening in the pen. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Slider
2 balls,
misses
2
outside.
strikes.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in
He's out.
time, though, and that's out number 1 on a tough play. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. That
Ball
is
1, no
upstairs for ball 1. And there's the strike. Close
Ball 2.
one, doesn't get the call. 2-1.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
This to third, and that one handled. Sends it across to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Check swing of the first pitch. Look down to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. 2 outs. Swings through that.
0-2 is the count.
Pitch misses there, and it's 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a double.
Well, he found himself
The bat,
behind in the
number
count
7.
right there, but he didn't give in.
Trey
Just found a way to slap
Turner.
that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now for the Phillies, Trey Turner. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. First
Ball
pitch
1.
doesn't find the zone. Just
That's ball 2.
missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing it.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A 2-run homer, and they add a couple more. It's 8-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 2 down. Here is Bryce Harper. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two down, nobody on. On the ground to third. Jump throw. Pretty nice play there. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. And this is now an 8-2 ball game. Back after this on the show. Bottom of the 6th, and at the plate for Miami, Connor Norby. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. That's ripped. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Absolutely hammered that baseball very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
Now it's going to be Jesus Sanchez right through there for a strike.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Next offering is down low, and it's a ball and a strike.
Let's go, Miami.
On the ground to first, Harper.
Get there.
Close play, but he just beat him to the bag for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Jonah.
And now, Jonah Bride.
The essence of this message, glad you dressed it so expressive and you're moving in percentage. Advantage adolescence when you always have connection. Got down the hour.
Let's go, Marlins. Come on, Marlins. You can do it. Woo, come on.
First pitch misses. And another ball.
2-0.
Just missed. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound.
Now
But, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Mervis up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Joe Ross, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Alvarado, the lefty, warming up as well. Two on, one out. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Clobbered to right field. Way back. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 8-5. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news. And all of a sudden, they're back in this ballgame.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Zach Wheeler won't go any further, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Tanner Banks.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Base is empty, one away. Here's the left fielder, Griffin Conine. That misses the zone. Ball one. Still only one out here in the inning. Hit on the ground softly to short. Turner zips it across, and there are two outs.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Davison De Los Santos now at the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
In the dirt, 2-1. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Outside, and that is ball four.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Stowers in the box again, takes a strike. Next offering misses, and now it's even 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Just off the inside edge. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning. Marlins get a bit closer on this homer. It's now an 8-5 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ronnie Enriquez.
Now pitching for the Marlins,
Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies.
Ronnie
1 for 3.
Enriquez.
And first offering is fouled off. And that one is inside, ball one. Swing and a miss at a slider.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches.
Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. And they add a run. It's 9-5. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Such an incredible swing right there on that breaking ball away. Did an incredible job of keeping the hands back, letting it travel. And boy, he just hammered that. Recognized the break. And man, this guy kept his front foot down. Weight didn't transfer until the exact time. An excellent backspin to carry it over the fence.
Boom. At the plate now. That's ball one. Enriquez measures 5 feet 10 inches. He features a changeup, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a sinker.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here downstairs, and that's ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
So digging in, Max Kepler, 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. And that one fouled off. Boom. On at first, nobody out. That smash towards center. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, catcher, JT Realmuto.
Here comes Realmuto. That's in there. 0-1. On the ground, could be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott.
Bryson Stott.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around second is Realmuto coming home. He'll score easily.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Ronnie Enriquez will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.